Howdy, howdy. My name, I can't do that. Okay, wait. Cut. Cut. Take two. Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Megan, and I have to copy Ryan's intro because I'm too nervous to say howdy, howdy, and then find something to follow it. I already said my name's Meg, but I'm here, and we're going to play the Stanley Parable. This is a game that I have never played before, and we're going to play it for YouTube. So if you're familiar with the channel but not familiar with me, I am Ryan's wife, Meg, and today you're stuck with just me playing a game. And I have never done a Let's Play on YouTube before by myself, so this is going to be interesting. Ryan is in my ear. I'm streaming this on Discord to Ryan right now. You will not be able to hear him, and hopefully we will not need his help. But he is with us in spirit while we do this, try this new game. So we'll start getting the ball rolling here. But I don't know a whole lot about the Stanley Parable. I always forget that there's a "the" in front of it. It is a game that Ryan has seen played, that he has recommended that I play before, but I have not seen any of it. I have only seen us opening the game to fix the settings and then having to troubleshoot a little bit. But let's get into it. Let's play the game. So first we have to enter the current time, and I'll be honest, I've done this a couple times already, but it does keep changing. So let's get it. It is 7:41 p.m. where I am currently. 7:41, double check, confirm. 7:41 p.m., your favorite time of day. This is where it does come into play, I believe, that I have opened the game before, and we actually tried to reopen it to make sure everything was working. So if you're like, this shouldn't be the first screen you see if you've never played the game, it is because we have opened the game just to figure out the settings. Your favorite time of day. Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. I even look at the seconds on my Apple Watch to make sure that it's not going to change to a new minute too soon. I am feeling a little bit seen by this game already. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 7:41 p.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 7:41 p.m.? Well, now it's not. Now it's 7:42. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. There's some AI nonsense going on right now, and I don't know how to feel about it. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. This game is going to be wild. I can tell already. Like, what is happening? I knew that the one thing I did know a little bit, because Ryan and I were talking about games that might be interesting for me to play, was that this is kind of a meta game about gaming a little bit. I don't even know how accurate that is, but I'm having an experience. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip up a couple new ones. All right, Stanley. I'm going to call this voice Stanley. I don't know if this is Stanley. I don't know who Stanley is. Sounds good, Stanley. Hit me with your best sliders, my dude. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. Okay. Well, Stanley, joke's on you. We might be beating you all in one go, my friend. Okay. Interesting. So maybe that wasn't the game. Maybe that wasn't Stanley. The one thing I was instructed to do by the man behind the curtain was to make sure that the settings were correct here. So, video, full screen. I think that's what it was supposed to be. Borderless, windowed, full screen. Okay. So it's correct. Okay. It's the voice in my head is telling me that I am correct. So let's play the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Were we already playing? I don't know. But I guess we're gonna do it. Can I say I love this intro screen? You gotta love a mirror within a mirror within a mirror, which is what I feel like's happening here. So I'm nervous. I'm nervous, guys. I told Ryan that if he was punking me and this was actually a horror game, that I wouldn't be very happy. So guess we're gonna find out. No horror vibes yet. The end is never. The end is never. The end is loading.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Am I Stanley? Oh, I'm Stanley. Okay. 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 All right. So I am a man who pushes buttons. This is going to be very interesting. Oh my gosh. First of all, you guys know what we have to try first, right? Is it going to let me? Oh, it's not going to let me. Okay. I was going to try the lost numbers. 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. It's got to be. That's got to be the answer, right? This game is just a Lost spinoff. Okay, it is not. So we're here. We're employee number 427. And the office is empty. Okay, let's see what we can figure out. Let's figure out the Stanley Parable. Okay, we've got an envelope. We just got to assess the situation here first, right? We have some papers here. It doesn't seem like I can interact with any of these things. Recommendations from the Oversight Committee. Read that. A mug that says, I hate Mondays, which is pretty awesome. Little office. Okay. I did look at the controls earlier, so I can crouch. Yes, okay. G814F1 Partition Corps, providing partitions for 56 years. Okay. All right, well, let's explore the office. It is 10, almost 10 o'clock in the morning. I believe I can still read an analog clock, although it does take me longer than it should. Okay. Like I can open that door. Employee 429 is not here. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I guess I'm supposed to go to the meeting room, huh? Kind of not a rule follower here, so we're just gonna take a... Everybody has the same mug that says, I hate Mondays.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, man behind the curtain, I hear you. But I'm gonna look for my coworkers. Wait, who farted? Okay, so we're not all the same. There is a trace of personality in this office after all. Number 1 dad. Amazing. Something in progress. Do all of these things... Okay, it seems like a lot of the papers are the same. Okay. I like work. I just hate my boss. All right, all right. Does this one say smile? I think it does. All right, I know you came here to see how many mugs we can read in the Stanley Parable, but that's what we're up to today. Gotta try all the doors. I think we have to go to the meeting room. Why are there so many papers on the floor, though? Is this normal, like, office behavior? We're trying all the doors along the way. Did the resurrection happen? Are we just not going to heaven like the rest of our coworkers? It seems like people were just like in the middle of everything. What is this? Knowing your city. Wish I could read these. The 420 room? Nope. I don't know where the meeting room is, but I assume we'll find it if we keep looking. Oh no. This is a crime scene, guys. Okay, I gotta focus. I gotta focus or I am gonna be a completionist and this is gonna take forever. Ooh, sales this quarter. Sales are not going well here at this company where I put numbers and press keys. Projections are down. Sales are down. It's hard to know what to make of that, y'all. But I can tell you what, it apparently does not make sense.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did he? I kind of want to know, what's the voice going to say if I enter the door on the right?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Does seem to have shut the door behind me, so I guess we're going to the employee lounge. Okay. I feel kind of stressed already. Because if there's one thing that I like, it is rules and a clear set of instructions, and this game has not given me either of these things so far. But I do believe this is the employee lounge.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Immaculate. Isn't that the word you guys would use for this room? This sad office meeting room?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I don't like the tone that this voice is giving me.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh, what? What is happening? This game is roasting me already. Listen.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
All right, I guess I have to leave the room. I just wanted to see what was happening here. I just wanted to see the new mug, coffee nut. What does this one say? Fuel. Oh, I thought it had a bad word on it.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I don't really like the way this guy is bossing me around, I'm going to be honest. But I guess the game is trying to tell me what to do. What's in there? I'm so pulled by this potential rebellion. We're just going to peek our heads in. Just going to peek our heads in. Caution, do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm going to have to follow directions eventually, but I do feel a little bit like this game is just asking me to rebel. But when I do rebel, it does force me into a certain set of choices. And I'm not sure I like the choices I'm going to be faced with here. I surely don't have keycard access. Well, this is dangerous. Am I going to... Is it going to make me fall into this cargo pit? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. It will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Well, I don't think I have... My guess is Stanley doesn't make big buku bucks doing this job, so... We're already getting ourselves into trouble. Somebody smoked a lot of cigarettes out here, though. I think, you know, who's here to fine us?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Does my wife work here? Is she missing too?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
This game is manipulating me. Who is she? Where is she? I don't have any memories. We just gotta find her. Well.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay. If I have a wife, I have to answer the phone.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
It's my wife.
Right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What?
Gotcha!
It is a horror
Oh,
game.
come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to
Yes.
commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
What about my wife? I really liked her. Why else would I do this boring job all day? Okay, I'm going to listen to this guy for a second because all I've done is rebel, and I feel like it's time to figure out what this creepy mannequin is.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Press in on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
I'm doing it for my
One
wife.
might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
It might happen to you, Stanley. What happens if I don't press the actual button here? I think I do. It basically just stays on. Is this the TV?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press Q to spend time with the boys. But I miss my wife. I want to spend time with my lovely wife.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
This game is already fucking with my head. It's like, you're just a cog in this machine. You think you're making decisions. You think picking which door you get to go through makes decisions. Press M to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Please press G to tell your kids a story. Do I have kids with my wife that loves me very, very much?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Please press H to tell your wife you love her. I'm going to press H exclusively for the rest of the game because I do love my sweet wife.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Press Q to go to sleep. Can I tell my wife I love her first? I don't know if I did, but I'm pressing H to tell my wife I love her. Now I will go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Press K to be at work in the morning. I don't know what this man wants from me. He's over here telling me my life is meaningless and then telling me not to press buttons. This might not be a horror game, but it might be a psychological horror game. How long do you think we can sit here and not press this button? I do want to press H to tell my... Was it H? I already forgot. H to tell my wife I love her. And now we're just going to wait. And see how long we can wait. What is happening in this game? Is this even a game, or is this some sort of... Is this therapy? Is this a torture chamber? Is my husband trying to tell me something by making me play this game? Is everything we do meaningless? I have a feeling if I don't press this button, we could sit here forever and nothing would happen. I think the game would do that to us. I think my brain's already broken, guys. I think it's already broken. What if we just didn't go to work? What if we did go on an adventure? Let's be real. This company probably doesn't pay us enough money to, like, take a vacation. Okay. Let's see. I'm giving it another minute, and then I'll press the button because I'm a follower, and I don't know how to make my own decisions for myself, as this man clearly knows. So how was your day? Do you guys hate Mondays too? Are you a number one dad? The thing is, I haven't seen any number one mom mugs in this office, and I think that's sexism at work. Now that I think about it, there may have been one mug that said number one mom, so don't at me about this. Mondays are bad, but I think Tuesdays might even be worse. That's a hot take. Please comment with your least favorite day of the week. Mondays, at least you had 2 days rest. Like, yeah, you're back at it, but like Tuesdays and Wednesdays, man, feels like that's where the slog's at sometimes. I don't even work a Monday through Friday job, so anymore. I used to. So maybe I don't particularly know what I'm talking about, but I think we have to face the music and press K.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Please press B to question nothing. Don't they know that I am questioning everything? I'm back fully in my little cubby. With my computer, with no orders, where I hate Mondays. Of course I'm questioning everything. I'm not questioning first, H to tell my wife I love her, and B to question nothing, I guess.
I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Did I just lose the game? What just happened? Did I lose the game? Is the game over? The clock went back. It's 10 o'clock again. It was like noon when it said I died, or midnight, I don't know. Okay, we're breaking out. We're living the life we're intended to live.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so I think I did die. Okay. So last time, we definitely rebelled. Because who the fuck does this guy think he is telling me how to live my life? Number one. But number two, we died, I think. It did say please die before the screen went black and the time reset, and now I seem to be back at the top. So this time, we're going to listen to the voice inside our head. We're going to follow the instructions. Just to see what happens. We're going to tease out some variables. And we're gonna see where we end up. So we're gonna go to the meeting room. Let's go to the meeting room and see. I don't like it. I don't like following directions. Maybe I still have to try some doors. Again, scene of a crime. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We're following the mean voices inside of our head right now. We're being good worker bees. Okay, this looks like it is the conference room. We haven't been in here, so...
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, we said we were going to listen to the voice inside our head, so we are. But we are going to look at this. R.I.P. Franz? What happened to Franz, man? Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Meeting room, floor 4. Meeting schedule. Is it Monday? Is that why everybody has I Hate Monday mugs? Who knows? It is Monday at 11 o'clock, potentially? Are these clues? I don't even know. I don't even know what the game is. These might be clues. It might be Monday around, actually, I believe it was 10 o'clock. Do they not have a clock in their meeting room? That seems crazy. Monday at 10 o'clock, so it should be Marketing Monday, but it might be Termination Tuesday, We're Broke Wednesday, mergers, pranking floor meetings. Hard to say. Let's see what else is happening in here. The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda items. Reflect. Target. Push for funding for research and development of new coffee machine. I do stand by that. Standardized graphs. Not cost efficient. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Why is Chris in the broom? What is happening in this place? Synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy, or hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Okay. Happening here. TPS report. The synergizing of core global value paradigms. Number of slides on this slide. Slides, charts, slides and charts. Charts and slides, I mean. There's a lot of things about synergy here. What do people want? Things, money, more money, things, but with money to buy more things, graphs, graphs about things and money. We have our new product. Graphs about things and money. Circle the top 20 things you love about your boss. There's so much happening. And I probably just need to, I probably need to stop getting so distracted by all of the things that are happening. But I mean, It's hard. It's hard to not get distracted by all of these charts and graphs. This was what we was in when we came in. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Smile more. Do unbelievably amazing work. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside of you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers and resent coworker. Okay. This is good. I like this. All right. We're going to the boss's office. The broom closet. Somebody was stuck in here. Chris? Wait, have I been able to open doors all along and I just didn't know how?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
There's a room. Can I take these things?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Fine. Okay, no. That door was openable, though. Interesting. Okay, we're going to our boss's office.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What the? Of course, the boss's office looks like this. It is... Did you guys see the bullshit that was that break room downstairs that we stopped to admire for like way too long, according to this voice inside of our head? Look at this bullshit. Executive bathroom? Like, excuse me? I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely purse. A little on the nose, boss man, huh? Extreme bathrooms? Time magazine? Okay. Interesting also that the door did not close behind me when I came in, because so far that is what has happened. Okay, now it did. Okay. What the? This, I mean, is beautiful. Business strategy? What? Obviously the boss is a villain here, but what? Okay. Okay. Graphs. Indoors monthly. Help, I can't find my cat. Could be indoors? What wallpaper should I put in my kitchen?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845?
Stanley just, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What the heck? So far, we have had more luck by just following this narrator's instructions, but I still don't trust this guy. Like, is he my boss? He knew the key code. Why did he know the key code? Also, why are we smoking inside? It is 2023, my dudes. Also, I swear sometimes it sounds like my character makes a little farting noise every once in a while. Right there. Maybe it's just my shoe squeaking, but I guess we're going into the super secret passageway. This door's definitely going to close behind me. Plus, looking for clues where I probably don't need to be looking for clues. Service elevator? Like it's our only option? Okay. All right. I feel like you shouldn't listen to the voice inside your head when it tells you to jump into the dark passageway. Oh, it's not. It's not. I'm not gonna fall. Okay. I can just hit the button. Whew.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. We're in some spooky underground tunnel. Maybe just a boiler room.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Places you typically don't want to go. Places that have the words Mind Control Facility on the outside of the building. It's like we played the original Super Mario Brothers recently. Bowser's Castle just has like Bowser written on the top of it and blinking flashing lights. Like maybe if you kidnap a princess, you don't keep her in the tower and have the neon sign that that's where you're keeping her. Similarly, I'm not sure that I want to walk into the building that says Mind Control Facility. But do you follow the board that says escape? Because so far, actually listening to this guy and this voice in my head has been helpful. It's gotten me here. But I don't want to go into the mind control facility. I want to go, we have to, I feel like we're probably going to die, but we're going to go the escape route, right?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
God damn it. God damn it. In this game that's subtly about mind control and making decisions for yourself, I don't know who to trust. Because I feel like I feel like this voice actually has not lied to me yet. But I think we have to, and I hate the person that's like, I just want to find out for myself in the face of good evidence. I just got to find out for myself. But like, I do kind of just want to fuck around and find out because I still don't trust this guy. But we said we were going to listen to him. We said we were going to listen to him this time. I can't do it. I have to find out. I have to fuck around and find out. Bring on my violent death. At least I'm making decisions for myself.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
This is a long...
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward.
You bet your
and
ass.
Willingly confront his death.
Tap H to tell your wife you love her. Spamming H. Okay. Am I dead?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture.
No.
He doesn't know the real story,
No.
trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss,
Jump,
like plucking
Stanley.
the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Stanley,
Farewell,
no.
Stanley.
I just got the Steam achievement. You can't jump for trying to jump.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single
Who's this
visceral
lady?
instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Can I get a piece? Can I get a R.I.P. Stanley? But wait. Why am I still here? And why did the narrator's voice change? Am I not dead? Oh, I'm dead.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
The narrator? Just blackness. I can turn all the way around. And it is just darkness. I can walk farther away. So my bones have just been crushed. The narrator is now someone else. But this looks different. Is it just the credits? It's the credits.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
We're in heaven now, at least, or some sort of shiny white afterlife office. Nature paintings. Stanley's computer. We're in the museum of Stanley. The office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development. The core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Corridor. Office computers. I haven't seen this somebody playing solitaire business. Credits. Thank you guys for fucking with my brain. Do you think I won since I got the credits? I don't think I did. I don't think I did win. What's this way? The office clock. The boss's office. I don't want to see anything that might be a spoiler.
Stanley walked over the bridge.
Okay. I think we just need to go back. Oh, so we did die. Let's go up here really fast and just see. Great. Okay, no, I don't want any spoilers. I don't want any spoilers. That was an ending. We got an ending, and that ending was getting crushed to death. I don't... Okay. Surely it wouldn't give me spoilers, but it is kind of giving me spoilers, question mark. Narrator emails. Can't read all of that. It's gonna switch on me. Somehow we're stuck in heaven / the credits. This is really cool. Oh, here's the exit. Literally, I was here already. But I didn't want to see this freedom ending because it felt like it was a spoiler. But is this just telling me there's a countdown ending, there's a freedom ending?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Is it going to make me just turn the game off? Okay.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's.
What? I don't want to... What is happening?
Path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time...
Do I... What is happening?
Choose for
Maybe I can jump.
Don't
Maybe
let
I can jump. Nope, I can't jump. God damn. What is this game? I just got squished to death again. And here we are, back in the office. I think that this is probably a good point to call it an episode. We hadn't really decided what I would do in terms of episodes, but that feels like a good point for me to just take a breather. We'll call it an episode. We'll be back with another episode tomorrow, probably. And we'll see if we can find the green pastures. Thanks for being here. I still don't know what this game is, but I'm trying to escape this hellish reality where apparently I can't make decisions for myself, but I can, but I can't, but I can, but I shouldn't. I don't know. See you next time.